Hello everybody and thanks for stopping by. Welcome back to this time attack series for unlimited tuned road cars. And this is car number 14. This is the glorious Porsche 918 Spyder from 2013. So without further ado, let's get into the tuning setup for this car. Now I'll say straight away, this car is not easy to drive. This setup was a bit of a labour of love because I knew the car had potential, but it was just so hard to drive. It's a lot easier now with this setup, but it's still by no means easy. So the first problem to overcome with this car was it out of the box was very understeery. So to alleviate that, I've raised the suspension a little bit at the back, low at the front. Anti-roll bars are quite soft just to get it to dig in, bearing in mind it's a four-wheel drive car. Fairly soft again on the rear, tiny bit softer on the front. Quite a lot of negative camber on the front, trying to get the front end to dig in, and quite a lot on the back for a four-wheel drive car, but this took a while to tweak all this, so I've got it about as good as I'm going to get it, I think. Differential all down at its lowest settings just to try and stop it oversteering everywhere, because with killing the understeer it created a lot of oversteer. So I've got full downforce at the front, about 3/4 at the back. Have a look at the output. It basically doesn't drop off, so you can redline this all the way up. 946 brake horsepower, so not going to be slow. Very minimal tweaks to the gearbox. I just lengthened second and third a little bit because they were pretty unusable. It's got the power just kicks in so hard, and as you'll see from the lap we're about to do, it's a bit of an animal to try and drive, to be honest. Elsewhere, full weight reduction, and the only tuning you can do on the engine is the racing crank. So 946 brake horsepower, 1288 kilograms, four-wheel drive. So let's see how we get on. This is the fastest lap I managed to do. So we come flying down into first corner, Murray's, just topping 210. Heavy braking. The brakes are good on this car. But as you can see from my throttle inputs, I'm being really careful with the application. Down to fourth, back up to fifth, just to keep it stable. Down to third, quickly up to fourth, just to keep it stable. If you try and accelerate in third gear, it'll just loop round into the trees. Into Jeff Bridges, all the way down to first. Third on the exit, up to fourth. Down to second to get the rotation, into Charlie's, accelerating in third, up to fourth and fifth. Quite a nice line onto the Maldonado straight and onto the power. So as you can see, this was a quick car but a bit of an animal to drive. Really hard to be consistent. It just spat you out with no warning whatsoever. You had to be very, very careful with it. So that's the fastest lap we did. This is a replay of the same lap. So as is customary, I'll shut up and let you enjoy the replay. So that concludes our fastest lap. We'll have a look at the leaderboard, see where that put us. And we managed a 101.674, which is just in third place, just a little bit quicker than the Corvette, a bit off the Aventador and the GTR, but it's about as good as I could have get, to be honest. It has potential for a couple more tenths, but it was just too inconsistent and hard to drive. As always, thanks for stopping by. Hope you enjoyed that. You're more than welcome to use my tune if you so wish, but beware, it's not the easiest of things to drive. Good fun, but not easy to drive. All the cars that I've tested so far are in the playlist on my channel. You'll also find a new time attack I've just started around Scuba Circuit for two-wheel drive cars. So I'd appreciate you taking a look at that as well. So in the meantime, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye.